Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin bubble news channel. This time it will be like the internet, a bubble that bursts and then pops again. The phoenix rises from the ashes. As for the David Bowie quote about the internet from 1997, I believe it was, he said that Jeremy Paxman was asking him and asked, what is more than just whatever it was? Bowie replied, it's an alien life form. He was really right. The problems that will arise because of this are much bigger than we know yet. How? I'm not sure. We don't know. Stay ahead of the trends instead of just following them. Sign up for Bitcoin Boom right now and enjoy the new edge. In today's video, Raoul talks about the economic effects of AI and how it is changing the economy by turning data into valuable assets. He also talks about the social effects of AI progress, the challenges and chances in AI development, and what the future holds for AI and its wider effects. Due to the fact that Benedict had been discussing software, this is software that stays alive. Once more, people don't understand. What is code that runs by itself? What do you mean by lives this software? In the same way that people can change their shape, learn new things, grow and adapt, so can this thing. That is software that is alive. That's not how things usually are. We know how to code. This isn't code, so much so that Anthropic has to build something like an MRI machine to try to figure out how the network or the LLM really works. No one knows. I believe that the history of people is the history of how technology has been used. That's not all of it. I believe and have believed for a while that AGI is the unavoidable result of how humans have evolved. It needs to be. Also remember that we started out as DNA and RNA that showed up in whatever bacteria came to Earth. We have no idea how that happened. That's just code. That code is copied, split, and split again until it gets to AGI. Is this part of how humans have changed over time? I'm not sure. What does AGI mean? I don't see why it matters. Someone asked, are these LMS conscious? Which makes me feel like I wrote an article about awareness. No one has a clue about what awareness is. We don't know any of these things. We just need to accept that it is something. It's something. It seems like a natural part of progress, and all we have to do is watch it. To answer your question, it's not today, but I think they're smarter and more aware than we think. And I've seen a lot of work going on in that area just by chance. Again, we can't say what awareness or sentience are, but we know they're there. Today, though, it's not that. What's going to happen tomorrow? What will it be in a year? What will it be in 5 years? That hasn't reached a plateau yet. The value of all cryptocurrencies on the market has gone up today, with $2.28 trillion added to it on June 27th, an increase of about 0.8% in the last 24 hours. The value of the most valuable coins, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, has gone up by about 0.5% and 2.6% on the same day. The main things that are pushing the crypto market up right now are the steady flow of money into US spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds and the growth of the market structure. The ongoing gains in the cryptocurrency market are in line with the return of money to the US-based spot Bitcoin ETF. These funds were in charge of about $52.61 billion worth of Bitcoin as of June 26th. This is up from $47 billion at the beginning of May. Investors who look into the future have seen that after 7 days of money leaving these investment products, the spot Bitcoin ETF capital flows went positive over the last 2 days, with net inflows of $31 million on June 25th and $21.3 million on June 26th. At the same time, VanEck has filed for a new Solana ETF. They were one of the first companies in the US to offer a spot Bitcoin ETF. VanEck also filed for the first Ethereum ETF in 2021. The recent approval of spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF could pave the way for more crypto ETF in the US, which could be a sign of a larger trend. This event shows that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are becoming more accepted and used in regular finance, which is helping the value of the crypto market rise today. After the USQ, the markets were hopeful that people's mood would get better. The GDP came in a little higher than expected at 1.4%. The Bureau of Economic Analysis said in a study released on June 27 that this is the slowest growth in a quarter since the spring of 2022. Real GDP went up 3.4% in the fourth quarter of 2023. The U.S. Commerce Department had predicted that the GDP, which is the overall output of goods and services in the economy, would grow by 1.3% from January to March. Along with that, consumer spending slowed down more than expected, and all eyes are still on the Federal Reserve's possible decision to lower interest rates in order to control inflation. Even though interest rates have gone up, the U.S. economy has been strong. To try to control the worst inflation in 40 years, the Federal Reserve raised its key interest rate 11 times in 2022 and 2023, reaching a 23-year high. Most experts who had said that interest rates would go down 4 times in 2024 are now not so sure that they will go down before September. As of today, CME Group's FedWatch tool showed that there was only a 10.3% chance that the Federal Open Market Committee's FOMC would cut rates at their next meeting on July 31st. As we move towards an agentic-based world with many AI agents, each one has a cost, even if they can work on their own. This cost is computation. The last time I checked, AI couldn't get a driver's license, which means it can't open a bank account. That's a big problem. They will have to pay each other to figure. Blockchain Rail is a pretty good way to do that. The other, I think, more important one will happen soon about the US election, which shows how human people are. Because the problem is that it's so easy to make a lot of fake stuff. Like fake people again. I'm thinking of AI as people. You need to show who you are. I think tech companies will get fined like banks did after 2008. Every government will be able to get money from them, and they'll fine them for 10 years for not knowing the difference between AI and humans. Why did Sam Altman start WorldCoin? Because blockchain is a really great way to solve the problem. What was this strange thing about the orb? It's really bad. When Sam Altman saw where this was going, he thought, okay, we have a problem now. Yes, there is a great chance between people who use technology and people who don't right now. There will also be a window. We saw it with the internet too, where you can get an edge over other people. That might not be constant, but it is here right now. And it will have an effect on every business. Also, to go back to what we were talking about before, remember that what you think it is today is not what it is. This thing learns at a very fast rate, like kids do. It's only been around for about 15 months. It's about a year and a half old and already has an IQ of 100, whatever that means. We have no idea where this is going. Now is the time to start. The trouble is that we don't know what it will be in 3 months, which I think Benedict already said. It's really hard to build on. But don't base your business on rapping. Do what you need to do to become a rapper. I use the technology, let OpenAI or someone else build the foundation, and you run your own business. Everything will be different for you after reading this, whether you're a lawyer, work in building, manufacturing, the restaurant business, or anything else. The crypto market's gains today are part of a rebound that began at a support confluence made up of the major support at $2.172 trillion and the middle border of a descending parallel channel. At $2.23 trillion, the total market cap broke above the upper limit of the channel during the rebound on June 27th. This showed that the market had broken out of the downtrend. It is possible for the crypto market to rise towards the $2.56 trillion area, which is surrounded by the upper end of the falling channel. To do this, the total market cap must first get past the supply congestion between $2.30 trillion and $2.35 trillion, which is where all the big EMAs are located. Don't forget to sign up for Bitcoin Seller either. Every day, for free, the most important news will be sent to your email. I don't understand why you haven't signed up yet.